Hey everybody, happy St. Patrick's Day. I've got a great dish for you today. Corned beef and cabbage. The easy, old southern way, the way my grandmother did. You're going to take your cabbage and we're going to cut the core out because the core is very tough. You could use it in a stock, a vegetable stock, although cabbage is pretty strong, but you still could use it. We're going to cut this just in little pieces. You see I've got some already cut here. And it's usually about a head of cabbage to a can of corned beef. I think they used to use this canned corned beef a long time ago, simply because it was cheaper. Not because it was fast, but because it was cheaper, and they had to feed a lot of mouths. So we are going to cut this on over here. Want you to know too that I'm going to put in some bacon grease, about a tablespoon of bacon grease. And you probably didn't see that, but I did do that. I have a jar here that when I cook bacon, I pour it in this can so that when I need bacon grease, even if it's just a little bit, it makes things taste so much better. So anyway, my grandmother used to use this, and my mom too. This is a quick and easy dinner, although you have to have a dessert to go with it, just because it's just cabbage and corned beef. Some people do make corned beef with fresh corned beef, and that one you probably put potatoes and carrots in along with the beef and the cabbage. But a long time ago, when people didn't have a lot of food, a lot of access to things, they just did what they had to. And part of that, I guess, is why I'm the last bite queen, because you use every little bit that you have. So let's see, that is part of the core. We don't want that in there. And we're going to put that. Some people put onions in theirs. I do not. I don't like the way that the onion tastes with the cabbage, because I like the cabbage. The cabbage is what makes this dish fantastic. Okay, let's see. Maybe a little bit more bacon grease. And then we're going to put the bacon in and let it cook. Sometimes it's going to cook fast if you cut it small. It has water in it, so it will dispense that water. Let's see here. And it's not really fried cabbage, but kind of. There we go. We're going to put it in here. And there it goes. It's sizzling now. It looks like there's a lot of cabbage, but it will break down. And you do need to get it going so that it kind of releases the water so it can actually cook it. You don't want too much water in it, because then it's going to be soupy. Let's see, am I going the right way? There you go. This can, any of it is good, as long as it's canned corned beef, fully cooked. It is not needing to be cooked at all. And you need to be really careful with these things. I remember my mom opening a can one time, and she cut her finger. That was easy. And we're going to pull it out and put our can away. I'm going to keep the key. All we're going to do now is cut this up in just big chunks. It might not stay in big chunks because it is going to cook down a bit when you put it with the cabbage. Can you hear that cabbage sizzling away there? This is a perfect dinner, lunch, snack for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to this down just a little bit, and then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, which isn't very much at all. My mom used to have a tea kettle on her stove, and my grandmother too, and we just have it filled with water. We're going to put a little bit of water in here, not too much. I was reading Paula Dean's recipe, and she said about a half a cup, but I'm not doing quite that much. And I think that we just use what we have, and I'm sure that the Irish people use what they had, cabbage and potatoes, and so that was their staple foods. Okay, so you see it's cooking down here? Okay, it's probably going to take a good 20 minutes for this cabbage to cook. So I'm going to add the corned beef and let the cabbage and the corned beef cook together, and then I'll show you how it looks at the very end. Hey y'all, it's done. Oh, it's so good. It smells fantastic. By the way, you could put the bacon in there if you wanted to. I don't want the bacon and the corned beef, so I just use the bacon grease. Get a little flavor. Anyway, let me show you. This is so good. See that? Oh my goodness gracious. You see all my green for St. Patrick's Day. All right. I am using a white plate because the Barefoot Contessa says that when you use a white plate, you actually get to see the food and not just the pretty plates. Although I like my pretty plates too. Let's see here. Now, can you see this delicious? There's no salt, no pepper, although you might need a little bit, but I don't. This is going to be my dinner tonight. I hope that you have a happy St. Patrick's Day. And I'm getting the last bite of this. Bye.